Morning. I want to talk about learning faster and crowdsourcing your learning, meaning that you're able to learn more by learning from other people and multiple sources of people instead of just one path, finding the right path by asking questions. And if you don't know which questions to ask, how to ask those questions. Now, I did a podcast episode on this a couple weeks ago, but I'm going to summarize some of this technique for you right here. And if you want to dive deeper, that episode's about 30-40 minutes long, and I go through the exercise of this and how to do it to effectively learn anything quickly and easily. So crowdsourcing your learning is this. If you want to explore something that you don't know, start by asking other people questions and see where it goes, see where the conversation goes, and look in your mind's eye and think about, what am I feeling in this moment? What am I seeing? Am I getting any pictures to anything? And so this morning, I was researching something and Christmas songs popped in my head. And so then I listened to a song, and then it led me to, Pirates of the Caribbean actually was a certain music. And then I looked into some books and some movies that I've been watching, and I landed on a specific movie that I've been wanting to watch, but I haven't watched it before. It was a story about an assassin that went back in time and history. And in that, I decided, you know what? I'm going to look into that. I'm going to check that out. And I realized that there was actually a trilogy that was made that was a video game series. And why am I saying all this? Because I've been wanting to research how to write stories that are based on the hero's journey, like Star Wars, like the Marvel series, multi-series stuff like that. But I didn't know where to look in that. And so what I did was I finally actually picked this up right here. And I'm going to go through it as well through YouTube and maybe listen to some audiobooks of it and explore good stories, explore things that are in that realm. And so here's the way to crowdsource your learning. A lot of times when we want to learn to do something, we have to dive deep into the industry, into the area of the thing we want to learn, okay? And so if you want to learn something, if you want to learn how to do something, if you want to learn something that you've never done before, you need to look in that area of that thing. Meaning, let's say that you want to write books, make movies, make software, start a business, maybe it's to grow spiritually. You have to immerse yourself in the realm of that thing that you want to learn, and then talk to people that are already in it. Talk to people that already exist in that realm. Talk to people that are either that have already made, video games, leaders, teachers, authors, speakers. Find books, find people that teach on the topic that you want to look at. Look into books, but also another great place to look is actually Facebook groups. If you're looking at a topic, for instance, join a Facebook group related to that topic and start asking questions that are related to that topic. And I find not a lot of people do this, for example, because they're worried about either looking stupid, asking the wrong questions, or hearing information that is opposed to what they currently believe at this moment in time. They're afraid of what might happen if they hear something that goes different than their current worldview, because they're not solidified in what they believe. So this is a way to crowdsource your learning. I'm not talking about going somewhere and trying to be persuaded in a way, trying to disprove something you currently believe, but rather something that maybe you're really solid in, and this is a path I need to go down. If you know that there's a path that you need to go down, start exploring that path and start looking down that path and start looking, what are the things that I need to learn? Who are the people that I need to talk to? What are the experiences that I need to experience? What do I need to explore? What don't I know? So you have to realize this. You don't know what you do not know. And when you look to the left and to the right, you don't know what's there. But if you're so afraid to even look, you're never going to learn at all. And so crowdsourcing your learning is asking questions about the things you don't know. And it might be embarrassing to ask questions. Sometimes I get it. Like people especially sometimes online, you ask a question and they're like, well, that's a dumb question. That's the wrong question. But if you don't worry about looking weird or something, just ask the question. Maybe start with some safe people, some people that you have relationship with already that won't judge you. Maybe say, hey, listen, I don't know how to ask this question, but I know that you're in this area of expertise, or maybe you're connected to it. Maybe have them ask a friend of theirs for you. See this? So this is what I'm saying. You're able to pull from other people's experiences to learn and find how to ask the right questions. If you don't know how to ask the right questions, ask somebody, a friend who might be willing to engage with you and make it a safe place for you to ask questions. And that's why I created the Grow Your Life community on Facebook. The Grow Your Life University is for people that don't know the right questions to ask. Maybe they can either ask me in the comments on my Facebook, my YouTube, my LinkedIn, my Instagram. You can leave comments. If you want to learn something, ask how to ask the right questions. That's the other thing too, is just having a framework of asking questions is the first place to start. Steve Jobs said the reason why most people never reach their goals is because they never ask for what they need. And they never even ask because they're so embarrassed of what might happen if they do. And so don't be embarrassed to ask me any questions. In fact, I want to invite you, if you're watching this right now in the comments, leave a comment below. Ask me what question. What are you wanting to learn? What do you want to explore? What area of expertise are you interested in? I want to see if I can help some people, help guide them along the way down a path of learning new things. Join the Grow Your Life community on Facebook. Hashtag Grow Your Life and ask questions. Start asking people questions to see what can you learn? What can you grow in? What are some blind spots that maybe you haven't explored yet? There's people in there just like you that are doing the same thing in there. It's a community. It's a forum community. And we want to create, life in the path that we're trying to go down in our destiny. It's like looking at a map, but there's 20, 30, 40 different directions you could go. If you could narrow it down to the 1, 2, or 3, and then find which one of those 3 is the best one for you to go down, you can accelerate your goals and accelerate your life by 5, 10, 15 years instead of spinning in circles. And that's what the Grow Your Life community is for you, is to explore things, to learn, to have a guide, a navigation, somebody to help you along the way. And if you're somebody that's in business right now, maybe you know which path you're going down. Maybe you know which direction you're going down. Maybe you know which way to go. I want to help you. If you join the Grow Your Life community, there's people in there to help, but I also want to personally help you. If you're somebody that wants to coach with me, that wants somebody to help guide them and come alongside them along the way. This is what I do with my clients, is they have a vision, they have a dream, they have a purpose and a direction. So once I can get people there, I work with them to help point them to the next path and the next path and the next one after that. Like a GPS does. Turn left here, turn right here, and that's what I do with my coaching and consulting. And if you've never done that before, I'm actually giving away free coaching on my Instagram. If you leave hashtag Grow Your Life on any Instagram post that I make, this week, within the first 10 minutes of me posting or any post, I choose one person to win a 1-hour coaching session with me for free that you can learn from, that you can grow with, that you can ask me any questions. And if you have some questions about coaching with me before we get on the phone and coach, just send me a DM, leave a comment, or comment below, say, I have some questions, or yes. Just leave the comment yes. And I'll reach out to you, and we can talk, and we can see where you're at, where you're trying to go, and see if we can bridge the gap with some answers to your questions, or if I can just point you in the right direction. I believe in you, and I know that you can accomplish anything. But if you're trying to navigate this on your own, and you're trying to reach your goals on your own, and you're trying to get there by guessing and figuring it out, you're going to have a hard time. But I know that if you ask somebody to help you, if you ask me to help you, I'm here for you. The people in the Grow Your Life community are there for you. Join it. The link is in the description, in the comments. You can do this. It's not impossible. You just have to believe and ask questions. Grow your life, and we'll talk soon.